Now I'd like to introduce Maureen Martin of the Rhode Island Coalition of Labor Union Women, President, to tell us more about how they did it and how they organized the drive.
Thank you. So, thank you all for coming. First off, really appreciate you taking the time for this. I am kind of a little, not choked up, not there yet, but I haven't seen it all at once like this yet, so this is really great. So I am the Secretary-Treasurer of the Rhode Island AFL-CIO, and I sit as Chair for the Coalition of Labor Union Women, who thought it would be a great idea to help some women out. So help a sister out, as we like to say. And came up with this idea of menstrual period products, that we understood that there were women who didn't go to work because even low-wage, even women who have jobs, who are low-wage workers, cannot afford the products they need if it comes upon you suddenly. And so we did a little research and found out that sure enough, not just in this country, but even worse in many other countries, girls miss school and girls and women miss school and work. And we thought this would be a great project. We took on, first of all, can all the Clue sisters and brother here maybe raise their hands? And this is our crew who's been working on everything for the last 4 months very diligently. So when we first started the project, we were very single-minded. We said we just want to raise and gather as many products as we possibly can to help as many girls and women as we possibly can. And so with that, we did what labor union women do. We organized ourselves. And then we organized a campaign. And we, we developed a flyer. We got a GoFundMe page. We reached out to people individually. We developed these boxes, which we're going to copyright, I think. They're pretty clever. We got these boxes and spread them all around the state of Rhode Island, at union offices, at our book clubs, at women's groups, at businesses. I particularly want to thank Sarah Markey for all the collections she did down at her business, the Collective in Peaceville, which is kind of a bookstore meeting place for the community. And for the entire 4 months, she had boxes down there collecting. And it's places like that that really kind of built up what we did. This is right. We had collected, I think we sent out a press release on Thursday or Friday and said we collected $50,000. So big news. Over the weekend, we jumped that up to 62,000 pieces of product. And even this morning I woke up to a message at 3 o'clock in the morning on my phone to say somebody had donated $50 on the GoFundMe page. So it's going to be never ending, I believe. But I want to tell you something. As single-minded as we were about what we were going to do, something happened while we were running the campaign. So when you run a campaign, and some of you have been involved in them before, you have to talk to people. Just like a political campaign, you have to go door knocking and talk to people and kind of sell your product. And that's what we were doing with Help a Sister Out, period. So everywhere we went, we talked to people about it. And the surprising thing was how little people, women and men, understood that there was even an issue about this. They didn't understand about the poverty of it, how living in menstrual poverty is just like another whole layer of shame over living in poverty. Although it shouldn't be shameful, there should be no shame in the game. If you live in poverty, I'm sure you didn't choose to do that. It's just your circumstances. So just like having your period, it's not something you choose to do. Those of us in the room who have had the pleasure know it's not something you choose to do. It's just part of what happens. And so we had a lot of conversations, hundreds and hundreds of conversations with men and women about what this is all about. And they asked a lot of really great questions like, why do they tax this like it's a luxury product? So we're working on that here in Rhode Island as they are nationally. I think maybe in the last couple of years, 11 different states have changed their laws on taxing menstrual products. They want to know why Medicaid or healthcare didn't cover these products that were so necessary. They wanted to know why there was such a lack of accessibility in schools and in our public buildings, whether they were free or not. There's just a lack of accessibility. And the questions go on and on about the issues. So I see that we have kind of changed the conversation. If you think, I probably talked to several hundred people about it, and each of our committee members have been out there in the community talking. My favorite story is always about when I first brought it up at the AFL-CIO board, and we talked about running this campaign. So for those of you who know labor, you know, it kind of tilted towards a lot of men in the room. And so I brought up this conversation, and immediately everybody's looking at their phone, or they had to run out and take a call. So I tell you what, that was 4 months ago when that started. And now I'm getting calls from the guys saying, you know what you should do next year? We should do this and we should do that. Now it's just like another conversation that we're all having about how to help people, how to help a sister, period.